yes, so I don't know idea group or Ghana. That maybe I would an idea. But now you're tuning me say there is fire on the mountain, run. Yes, I'm Gen Z for the moment better FIFA. Now speaking about FIFA games, so let's say Ghana World Cup. Your team the connect and honestly, the Benya and I say modern boy But I think so what is actually hurting most Ghanaians are Ghana for Casano. The fact the same old issues and as a traumatic experiences now Ghana for film after every departure from every major tournament. It is happening still. And when that's so name, I think that is one of the things that CCR are done a very big problem. Of course, Twitter CCR. Twitter CCR obviously Ketokreku trending seriously. Now trending on Yasem Ketwa. Now if you say there's been wild allegations, especially one lady me referring in Kakrabat or say cousin and Prince or Seusu or Boma FC Montreal or Canada. Now or claim say Nimia and Asane cousin or ne papa is German, right? Ne papa is Ghana and Ben Mami is German, Germany, and he's eligible to play for both countries. But Ono as Prince Oseusun has decided to play for the Black Stars. Now before the World Cup, tournament in Ankasano, if you want to reach out to the family, so you perceive a friend Prince Oseusun and Boboni. Now born or be born, you can't say. If man appearance, Ghana is Ghana, you say $100,000, right? Now appearance fee, you pay 70%. So Begia Tumundia will give him a call up to come and play for the national team. So of course, we need bonus in a for the and they were the original part. And then according to the lady, Prince Opokuno make the assertion say, of World Cup, not so proud, and the team never shown, or say national team nation and as on one nation. John the Omo cannot here, but when in 50, and according to the lady's narration, they said they will get back to him, and they never did. Or Tiana say, yeah, fresh squad, Namoko, meaning say, Omamoko, Jerome Wusune, Ajete Mone, Benjamin Asaromoni at Tizigimono. Some of them accepted those terms and conditions, say 70-13. But these are basically allegations, and of course, say, so called tournament, that's all losing, as all of these issues don't do come up. Of course, in the video, and then I'm Twitter and social media. I think it was a TikTok live, and I say Twitter Space has been on my year, and I laid in the Kasai, so there's no face to it. So it could be a speculation as we talk right now. But GFA are quick, I'm out, and of course, I think so that is the very first release after your departure from the World Cup to come out to debunk this particular thing. So on the website of GFA, Ghana Football Association especially, I'll say GFA refutes false and malicious player payment claims, vows legal action. Into threats and not be more. I'll say, wow, Bekasa Asem no masa you because they claim and they are vowing, can be able to be beer. Bibi say beer and also. I can come on some mega crap. The Ghana Football Association has taken note of recent false and malicious allegations circulating on social media and certain online platforms claiming that the GFA takes money from players. Case in point is an allegation purportedly made by a purported relative of Prince Owusu that he was asked to cede a percentage of his potential earnings from the Black Stars call-up to the World Cup to the GFA. We categorically and unequivocally deny or I'm writing in uppercase capital letters. So I don't know screen is on. No sounds so bolding yet. We categorically and unequivocally deny these claims in their entirety. These reports are completely fabricated and intended to tarnish the image of the GFA and Ghanaian football. The GFA does not demand, solicit, or collect any money from players for selection, international teams, or for any other purpose. Right? For the avoidance of doubt, one, the GFA leadership does not invite players into any of our national teams. This responsibility does not lie with the leadership nor with the individual member of the association. It lies exclusively with the head coach of the team. Number two, all financial dealings and payments to the players are handled directly by the Ministry of Sports. Players' payments, including match bonuses, appearance fees, and bonuses, winning bonuses, etc., are transferred straight to the individual bank accounts with full documentation and transparency. The GFA does not handle or intermediate these payments. Three, the GFA and FIFA have very clear and strict rules against extortion, bribery, and any form of financial impropriety. Both the FIFA Code of Ethics and the GFA Code of Ethics, as well as the GFA Governance Regulations, explicitly prohibit any official or administrator from demanding or receiving money from players. Any such act constitutes a serious offense and attracts severe sanctions, including bans and possible criminal prosecution. The GFA remains fully compliant, with these rules. The GFA urges all Ghanaians to carefully and consciously consciously say sheda. So the GFA urges all Ghanaians to carefully and consciously and share that and consuming information, okay? Information about the GFA on the internet. The recent exit of the Black Stars has sadly triggered a wave of misinformation, fake news, and malicious stories aimed at creating unnecessary tension and division. Let us all be responsible and verify facts before sharing them. Also, can be brave. They urge the media and fans and general public to disregard these baseless stories, blah 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 blah. And of course, obviously, we don't expect them to come in except to say yes, and and so what. I'm going to make us right? In the course on the one on already. I'm going to Ghana, but I think say one of the saddest things that have also happened, especially after defeats in the World Cup, and they say most of these players have made sure say, or most of GFA for have actually Abra sports minister and so USA they have allowed the players to return to their bases. In German with Europe, no omu base that the Middle East, no other countries no. Instead of coming to, imagine say if they had gotten to the quarterfinals or let's say semi-finals, wouldn't they have come to Ghana as an entourage? And you oh yeah, let's disappear. We aren't going to be a fever because Ghana be a mountain no bianco the country. The Obenya show will be a bye. And see, of course, they'll bring this letter out to the bank. It's obviously they want to say ministries in the trees Canada players, including winning bonuses, appearance fees, you can say all these other fees or some players, and it goes into the players, bank account. But you name say your banking app, what I say. And see, sir, and it's not team manager or hon. San come be saying team manager need you fetch Charlie. Who's a friend who Charlie do Kofi 20% na your account was someone official, and 50% in Charlie send them bra. Master, those conversations will go on and copy pass up, but the players would have to pay. Me my Ghana agency be me body din. Wa bra ye adwuma we time this soon ye. Say ye adwuma na we aban releases kan yen koje allowance. Ye kwa na okrabani atwe notebook ato ho. Say na be next time mo be from mo be adwuma na bi no. You need to pay them a percentage of sikana ye tua oka. Abra adwuma na me koye no. Ye bomi anke bomi kumio. They were expecting say sikana ye tua ma me na enye bebre no. In the hundreds no. Yes say thousands so hundreds of Ghana cedis no. Men sanso yimu bi farmers anko for no. And mentua no, guess what? Subsequent kind of say opportunities buy for the same job no. Yeah, I'm framing because almost register ye show mu tua. What I say? Inti I don't know on the country say Charlie ye kote or bank account inti and ye to sunti ministry no be process and say be wakoje insurance policy now was send one mandate for mom dia call cancer control and accountant general office and now dia call company office now dia to payroll so it's almost scan before sana net na be do account no yes I know here I say of course want me answer and there's something answer no any paper trail you know exactly where the money is going into I don't know when we get a hold of one player pay slipper we can clearly adduce to say okay it's kawe na kwan is kawe call we more and of course when we get samples apart from saying nyamba ko pena nyamba 3 places say oh omo nyine trace ka this particular account then it becomes evidence and of course obi Jimmy you will not do some of these things so let's not about an idea of course I know sir of course we didn't expect you to come and say oh yeah jail to man say oh empire indeed we are corrupt and we are so sorry going forward here be oh well masa yen serious on my work categorical bet now so 8 years in aka since after a cancer normalization committee to about paper bet now so football bibia say no cre na Ghana for yen pese abeka ye football any bibia ye Ghana bia related to football no ni nyina say why I say na ni nyina say no it's because of categorical any the so-called football people now or more Ghana na Ghana obi ba what's Ghana no we engage so much in tico fancy ye pen kofo de bi on person give praise and see when we see other people who have dissenting views as I criticize here na put here on our toes we don't want them around us until ye jimi sir yes sir and similarly of course if you are succeeding you succeed too but the likelihood and I say in most cases these people end up failing it's because obi o twa mo she bia samani they are all hoisting you praising you oh Charlie you do all boss you do everything Charlie catch for GFA president for life and and see Ghana for you be serious because GFA for you omoba sorry football ni bibia say GFA nka so hote hono the major product the major product Ghana Premier League you know how many years Nyabo Premier League without sponsorship it's been a player exodus on court teams know how many of them can pay the players as much as we want them to Ghana player best you see oko Ethiopia you see oko how you see oko Sudan oko Somalia oko Libya and Somalia be bobo but I Ghana football ni munti you see and so this is where the government should come in on the 90 form of course before I even go on a rant regarding the government I buy we all by the manifesto they will say oba obebua you can say footballers and sportsmen ka so mbebo photo bi dia mom this is the time to ask for that photo no cause nobody am Ghana footballers no omo isa photo no bra me to say everyone to be they were going to put them on something like their national service allowance na ya mo bia stipend kakra is it running sports minister honorable Kofi Adams we dey hu hia the press conference na be ye na Semenyo is available nobody gives a shit obi an care about it we want it because Sajuma no na ye Henry Asante Twumedwuma on na SGFA spokesperson no aka na aboso o ba na because so baby bia masabo ba crowd they woni katima oni GFA from abeto basakum na moye de mo beye. And of course I don't expect John Dramani Mahama to sit there aloof. Mahama, Mr. Mahama, Your Excellency, reset agenda now kind of football they can home. As you can clearly see, your call World Cup here for the past 20 days here World Cup near above matches. Sebi, the anti MPP I say NDC I say confirm into football is the only thing that unifies a country one way or the other. Into my man also say, Oba was a reset here who say, but football honey game you bibi shada interfere fansako raho na yen ban ye na yen guji efero na yen shase fofo and get all these people out. Makado money our best friend you can say akwa friend Randy Abemu nyina they are causing problems for Ghana. Omo executive committee so bia football team or bia football team with Division 1 and also Premier League. They find ways and means to keep them in the league and to ensure say they don't get relegated. See bad refereeing and bad decisions. And the people who have the numbers Kotokwane has and so almost when go say 4-2 instead of using their superiority, their dominance and their history to dictate and to call the shots. Na no true for me bomon maso to ba fede I salute you. Na ka mo no maka so ahemfo akese mi no maka so ye team ye twe Ghana Premier League no mo ko bomu league. Me hwe don be wo Ghana. So it's getting out of hand. Nipa akopɛ wo be ye GFA president, Black Stars ewu, Black Queens ewu, Starlets egu, Meteors egu, Princesses ye hu de ekɔ, Maidens ye hu de ekɔ, Galaxies afanyu, Sharks, my Ghana Premier League. Hwe nkoso. Anso so yara o you church slogans bring back the love one love one the love massa no na here hu na hu here so those things na mumu can dey hu here cry into me that earlier you people find a way out of better but maybe I'm calling for the government to interfere in this particular thing because they share you kase GF for nankasa international retrospection introspection na choose the right decisions and make the right choices going ahead omo World Cup ko buy you dey share ko for kwaje as so ada like bosom side opposition and then see insuano that's what they want to do yet Ghana call World Cup say 2006 2010 2014 2018 yanko 2022 enso yakoi and yako 2026 within the last 6 World Cups yakobo 5 ni na so ye buy this caliber infrastructure buy ne wa they be a players budget at Lisa Hotel they be a players budget at Lagos Stadium and say Cross Sports Stadium and I say Baba Sports Stadium the last time I call AFCON what do you court now what do you call that Lancaster Kumase and I'm transport of far in footroom I don't call you can say Dr. Che sports complex so some go training now play do serious be aba no conditions your name here okay so mo wo eche no omo stress videos now we don't want to come and play for us the infrastructure be this countries here omo here the term Morocco you fluko ko share basis you can say pitches any training centers omo developing for their you can say national teams e bi mo hotels place be ho no mo da nya fe na ko tuska e dey come hotel be aka say yaje had them players because Alisa Hotel na mokoda any other hotels na mokoda masa the first or GFA we say GFA Black Stars Abha does not mean any kind of movie and so better have you sometimes players no ho na say be they need a serene environment na so be so behind hotel conference center be the year party be and the year conference be na say for some reason or noise ka free ho but you can go and stop them but man you say GFA na nkasa wona there what then happens mo sorry na we mu ko training wa na mo dey discard nyina na pay them ne akese de hu hiam Mr. Mahama John sorry please do the needful Fansira GFA call them set them down and of course the first night I actually expect you to be even before you enter GFA before and say Kofi Adams say or so sack him Pacho if you really mean this reset now say you are not all talk but no action sack Kofi Adams first when you sack him we'll see that you are serious and then GFA for message here but move be because now a communicator extraordinaire to be words together and they are convincing already GFA for no I started sending your hounds and out me who could be I'm respecting the pa I be video be na video no or video na me share one thing made him complicit no or GFA for atade or atade white GFA local and a bonnet ne kokoso no the video such a person do we expect him to be quote unquote very honest with us with whatever happened in the cup because the whole World Cup or me just cross of BFCC here over come about World Cup Nigerians Roman Osman you are the one I'm referring to Ghana and Keto Kreku is failing because he doesn't have any competition. Competition, I can't friend say a Tamayu papa friend say Parker mo sorry tiano George Free mo sorry tiano and no George Free mamo they find a way to find a way to meaning so you become one sem later masa the person that don't like competition ni pani pesiko fancy around them and all of you guys are feeding into this idea say abe you be kick asasem masa obi who be rise from the FA who have challenge because challenge na all these executive one they will vote against the person if I don't win it also can say only when I was so bad fast I use what I said rhetoric name out when you can be conscientize and oh yeah you say so about can brofo say the koyo be a country because will be a country they really representatives of country be money information to when you come brofo he's on top of issues so Rahman Osman reported the masca in the BBC so yes credible yes credible there you are very exposed and I can give you say oh yeah credible but patch this journey yeah when I'm super and patch also what could this be a form if they have promised you something and as well promise you I get you more cleaner patch go and rescind that promise because you can't do it and we not allow you we won't allow you say only Congress and a bit may change just what they say we will not call the government would sit aloof and say a organization on its own massa the national teams now let's say Black Stars Light Black Meteors Black Queens blah 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 Ghana diao GFA diao I say we see dan now say be a wood to quaint to their market caretaker na GFA no dan caretaker na dia anytime you come who assume oje wade no apamono if we don't want GFA to manage our national teams again let's find a way to stop them from managing and of course if there's a way to if the laws of FIFA allows us to have a separate or decouple GFA from our national team government himself will manage the national teams let's do that now we manage our Ghana Premier League Division 1 league no baby no me it's my family share dream crasa those idea we will not even entertain it in the first place they didn't bring it to Ghana how Raman me I respect you stop that thing